Good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching this video. I want to salute you. Thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about the case of Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and Twitter. And I do this video because I think it's a teaching moment for many of you, my subscribers, to learn a thing or two. Now, Elon Musk, as you know, is the CEO of Tesla, a very smart man. This is a man who started a car company from nothing. A lot of people betted against the company. But Tesla turned out to be a multi-billion dollars company, almost $1 trillion company. So Elon Musk is doing very well. However, last year, as you may know, Elon Musk decided to buy Twitter. Of course, he made an offer to Twitter, and the offer was accepted. So, of course, there was a contract. So that's what we call every first-year law student actually learn, that a contract requires an offer and an acceptance. So, in other words, Elon Musk make an offer, the Twitter accepted the offer, and a contract was formed. So now, obviously, the contract has not closed. In other words, the deal has not been consummated. What the hell is going on? Well, after the contract was signed, Elon Musk decided that he didn't want to buy Twitter anymore. The reason that he gave for changing his mind was that there were too many fake accounts. All right. Elon Musk is a very seasoned, very smart, very intelligent man. There was no way that he would have signed a contract to purchase a company without doing some kind of due diligence. What does it mean, due diligence? Now, some of you may have purchased a home, may have purchased a house, or even a company. Before you make such a purchase, you have to conduct due diligence. You have to find out what's going on with the company. What are the debts of the company? What are the liabilities of the company? Is the company making any profit whatsoever? So we assume, or I assume, that Elon Musk did conduct his due diligence of Twitter. So if he did, he would have found out, obviously, that some of these accounts, some of the Twitter's accounts are fake accounts. And of course, everybody, listen, my 16-year-old daughter knows this, that when we're talking about social media, there's potential for a lot of fake account, Facebook has them, Twitter has them, Instagram has them. So this is not news. But what's interesting about this is that every contract for sale, especially for, let's say, for sale of a house or sale of a business, there is always a contingency clause. What does that mean, a contingency clause? Let's talk about, for example, a real estate contract. For some of you who have purchased houses, in a real estate contract, there is what we call a mortgage contingency clause. What does that mean? It means that you, as the buyer, put some earnest money, put money down. In the contract, it says, if for some reason you cannot get a mortgage to close the deal, then the earnest money, the deposit, will be returned to you and the contract will be over. In other words, you wouldn't have to purchase the house. So that's what we call a contingency clause, or in the case of real estate, a contingency mortgage clause, okay? Now, in the contract between Elon Musk and Twitter, there were a contingency clause, but this contingency clause has nothing to do with fake account. So, in other words, when Elon Musk says, well, I don't want to buy Twitter anymore because there are too many fake accounts, I think he just want to pull out of the deal. For whatever reason, he doesn't want to do the deal anymore. But the reason that he gave is actually not a reason per the contract. Now, what did Twitter do? Twitter filed a lawsuit against Elon Musk in Delaware, where Twitter is incorporated. So in the lawsuit against Elon Musk, Twitter said, hey, fake account is not a contingency. It's not part of the contract. He knew that every social media has the potential to accumulate this fake account. I mean, people sometimes make more than one account or sometimes 3 accounts, but not fake account. However, Elon Musk is saying that the percentage of fake account is too much. He's saying that Twitter has 5% of fake account. I don't think that's too much. But in any event, the case has been going on in Delaware. Last week, Elon Musk and his lawyers and Twitter's lawyer went to court. Elon Musk was trying to delay the trial because this case is going to trial, okay? Because they're not gonna be able to settle this case. First of all, Twitter is asking for $1 billion as liquidated damages. And let me explain what liquidated damages is. You know how somehow you enter into a real estate contract, you give a deposit. Let's say, for example, after you give your deposit, you find another house that is better and cheaper. How do you get out of the contract to buy this other house? Well, you can simply refuse to close, and then they can take your deposit money if you are willing to lose that deposit, or depend how much the deposit was. So the seller will then keep your deposit as liquidated damages. In other words, for waiting for you, for dealing with you, for losing time, for not entertaining other buyer while they're dealing with you. So in the case of Twitter versus Elon Musk, Twitter is saying that if Elon Musk gave Twitter $1 billion, Twitter will let Elon Musk out of the contract. Now, $1 billion is a lot of money, but not that much money for a guy who's worth over 300 billion. So in other words, $1 billion to Elon Musk is like 25 cents to me. It's like $1. It's no big deal. He's not going to miss anything if he pays $1 billion. But the question is, why did Elon Musk, why did he want to buy Twitter? And if he did want to buy Twitter, why is he saying now that Twitter has too many fake accounts? I mean, the man had to know that there were fake accounts. He's not a stupid man. He's a very smart man. He's a businessman. He's run one of the largest businesses in the world. He's the richest man in the world. There's no way he would not have known. In fact, even if he didn't know, I'm sure that he has an army of lawyers who would have conducted all the due diligence, who would have found out how many fake accounts there are. So the reason that Elon Musk wants to get out of it is not because of the fake account, it's because of something else. And I don't know that something else, but a judge in Delaware will find out what that something else is. However, here's what Twitter is saying. Twitter is saying that since the deal has been inked and Elon has decided not to purchase Twitter anymore, that the price, the trading price of the stock has gone down. So in other words, Twitter is saying, hey, listen, this guy's been playing game. First he said he wants to buy, then he said he don't want to buy anymore. Now our, stocks has been trading lower. Now there could be myriads of reasons. There could be hundreds of reasons why the stock is trading lower. But the point is that they're making Elon Musk responsible for the stock trading lower. So this is an interesting case because it sounds like it is a simple case, but at the same time, it's a complicated case. It provides us an opportunity to look at different part of a contract, especially a contract that is in writing, that has a contingency clause. We're talking about liquidated damages. It's an opportunity for you, my viewers, certainly to learn about this case. So I will follow this case closely and will continue to report on the case of Twitter versus Elon Musk. Now, here's my prediction. Okay? I predict that Elon Musk will lose. Now, the question is whether or not he's going to be ordered to pay liquidated damages to Twitter for $1 billion. I don't know. Now, here's the interesting things, and I want to explain this very clearly. Twitter is asking for the deal to be consummated or in the alternative, to receive $1 billion from Elon Musk. Now, normally, judges, obviously the court normally, most of the time, they don't like to force people to finish a contract, especially if it's a contract for services. Now, this contract is not one for services. This is a contract where one company is buying from another company. So it's not that. So it is conceivable that the judge could order Elon Musk to close the deal, or in the alternative, order him to pay some kind of money for as liquidated damages. Now, this case is not going to be done at the lower court level. I expect the lawyers will take an appeal. Whichever side loses, they're going to take this on appeal, because if it was me, I would certainly take it on appeal. So they're going to take this case on appeal. This case is not going to be resolved anytime soon. Or if the parties decided that they want to settle the case. Now, Elon Musk was trying to postpone the trial. The judge said no. So they're going to go to trial in October. And between now and October, there's a possibility that the case could settle, and each party would have opportunity to decide how they want this to end. But I would certainly continue to update you on that case, because I think it's an important case. I think it's a case where any of us, especially those of us who buy, houses and other businesses, we always want to make sure that there's an out clause, there's a contingency clause, some kind of contingency that would allow you to get out of the contract if indeed you want to change your mind. So this has been the Professor. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And if you haven't shared my channel with other people, please do share the link with them. I think that we in the Haitian community certainly could learn a lot by watching my channel. Next week, I'm going to be talking about domestic violence, which is a big issue in the Haitian American community. So it would be interesting. So do not forget to check my channel for the new video on domestic violence. We're going to have some guests, and we will discuss the issue, and hopefully we will have that for you in the next week or so. Again, I am the Professor. I thank you for watching, and please subscribe and share the link with your friends. Thank you.